Hi, this is Christine Thompson. Today I have with me,
Kendyl Urgo
thank you,
with Home
Kendall.
Warranty Inc.
Thank you for joining. I
You're very
appreciate it.
welcome.
But before we get into information for you as a buyer or as a seller, what warranty means to you, home warranty, Kendall, I want you to provide your contact info. So if you, the viewer, decides not to watch the whole thing, you at least know how to get in touch with Kendall.
My phone number is 864-640-5841. And for all the realtors that have used me in the past, this is my personal number, and hopefully that will not be changing.
Awesome.
Again, 864-640-5841.
Do you have a website or an email
I have an
address?
email address, and it's simple. It's just Kendyl, Kendyl, at homewarrantyinc.com.
Awesome. Thank you, Kendall. All right, so let's get into it. Okay. So first thing is as listing agents, we meet with our clients and say, hey, we're going to give you a free seller home warranty coverage. And I have found in the past sellers think this is fantastic. My roof will get replaced. And obviously we need to get them, you as the viewer, if you're going to be selling your house, you'd like to, you meet with an agent and they offer you seller coverage. Really, what is probably included with that? Because we don't want to oversell or create too high of expectations. So let's talk reality here. What's included?
Well, all of these things are covered
Oh, give me that
for
sheet.
seller.
Okay, so here's a sheet.
And if
And
you
we're going to make that available to you, uh, a little link that you can get to it. Can we do that?
sure,
All right, so
sure.
we're going to provide a link to that little worksheet there.
If the seller wants their heating, air, and ductwork covered during the listing period, it's an additional $75, and that is due 14 days after you put the seller coverage in place. With my previous employers, it was always due at closing. But with Home Warranty Inc., we like to get our money up front for the heating, air, and ductwork. And all home warranty companies, well, I shouldn't say all, but most home warranty companies cap at $1,500 for the seller coverage.
Expand on that when you say cap at
For the heating,
$1,500.
air, and ductwork. In
Okay.
other words,
So let's
if
say
they
the
need
furnace completely breaks down. They need a whole new furnace.
where we will put $1,500 toward the new
Okay.
furnace.
Now, can the seller just call their HVAC service right away and then call you back and say, here's the bill. Can we get reimbursed our $1,500?
No. Even though the seller picks their own contractor, which is great.
Oh,
They
wait. We got to stop right there because most home warranties, you have to call them, wait for their contractor to call you and schedule a time and hope they're going to come in the time frame you need them. But your situation's a little different.
It's different.
This is important to point out here.
You still have to call the 877 number and place the claim.
Okay.
And
So number one, first place the claim.
First place the claim. And
Okay.
we pride ourselves on no longer than a 3-minute holding period.
3 minutes? That's it?
That's unheard of. I mean, really and
That's
truly.
that's like Uber. It's like Uber. Yeah,
So then you can call your own contractor and they will come out. They call us again and say, hey, here's what I found. It's going to cost X amount of money.
So the contractor calls you.
Yes, the 877
Okay,
number.
so the seller can't say, I met with a contractor. Here's what they said. The contractor has to call you separately.
Takes all the guessing work out of it.
Okay.
Contractor calls Home Warranty Inc. Home Warranty Inc. says, well, they have this type of coverage. We will pay X amount toward the claim.
So you
no
explain,
surprises.
your company explains that to the contractor.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to make sure I get this clear. If I call Uncle Joe, you guys aren't going to say, no, he doesn't qualify, you can't use him.
Needs to be a licensed contractor.
Well, if they're licensed, yeah.
If they're licensed. You can
Okay,
call Uncle
yeah.
Joe if he has a license.
All right, Uncle Joe better have a license. So Uncle Joe, pay attention. Get your license if you're helping family.
Right.
Because, you'll get more business because then the warranties is great, right?
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's step two. Step one, call the warranty as a seller. Say, I have a thing going on. And then you get it on the records, and then you call your contractor, have them come out and look at it. And then the contractor, so
Us.
right, so you as the seller has to say, hey, contractor Joe, Uncle Joe, you need to call this number and call the home warranty service and tell them what you found out.
Right. because they speak the same language.
Exactly. You know.
Customer service understands when
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
talking about this. And
Yeah, yeah.
Uncle Joe understands when he's talking about
Talking
this.
the HVAC language
Yes.
with, I don't want to know about
Or
that.
plumbing.
Yeah,
Or
right.
whatever.
We're not going to start talking about gaskets and things. Let the contractor do that, right? Like,
Although I have learned a good bit about this
I'm
stuff
sure you
over the
have.
last 20
I'm
some
sure
years.
with so many questions that
That's
you
right.
get from people.
Every day's a new adventure.
Yeah, it's all good though, because we're here to help, right?
That's right.
I always say whenever there's a problem, I'm happy because it's a chance to help my client, right?
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now the contractors reports it in, everything's all good. They say, yeah, that's covered, right? What's the next step?
The next step is the contractor knows what Home Warranty Inc. is going to pay. The homeowner knows, the contractor, everybody knows. So the homeowner, and there's not a warranty company out there that's an end-all fix-all.
No, there's
So
not.
It's not going to be, well, sometimes it's 100% paid for. Like, hey, this dishwasher is kaput and there's no fixing it. So then we give the homeowner
A credit towards it. Right, but you've never seen it where the home warranty company pays for the whole cost.
Yeah, I have.
You have?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Any examples?
It's not gonna, if you have a dishwasher that has all the bells and whistles,
like high end, right? Yeah.
then it probably will not.
Well, they say there's a certain, well, let's say it was a high end. Is there a package the seller can choose to up, or is it now they're moving into getting a full buyer package?
Are we talking
Seller coverage.
No, seller coverage is seller coverage.
Yeah, it's more limited.
Yeah,
okay, so let's circle back to that. I got a little sidetracked with all these steps with Uncle Joe. So,
so we have
what is covered?
Plans.
Yeah,
we
two
have
plans.
A core plan, and the cost is $595, and we have an executive plan, and that cost is $895.
Wait, that's for a buyer though.
For a buyer.
For the seller, it's just if they want to add on the HVAC, they pay $79. $75 within 2 weeks. Right. That's correct. To add on to what's the basic seller coverage that's covered?
That's it.
Just the HVAC. There isn't anything else.
No. It's all of these things that you showed earlier. I'll put my glasses on.
Yeah.
So it's going to cover interior plumbing stoppages, interior electrical wiring. Ooh, that's a mouthful. Sump pump, garbage disposal, central vac, garage door opener, trash compactor, built-in microwave and range, kitchen refrigerator and ice maker, dishwasher, oven range, cooktop stove, and washer and dryer.
So that's the basic seller coverage. And then if the seller says, add in the HVAC, then they pay $75
correct.
Within the first 2 weeks.
And we have writer signs for you, so you can advertise that house comes with a 14 months coverage from Home Warranty.
Now that's if the seller or the buyer asks the seller to pay for buyer coverage.
Correct.
So the seller coverage doesn't automatically transfer into a buyer coverage when they go under contract and a buyer purchases the house, right? That's like basically two different entities.
Correct.
Okay, wanted to make that clear. So Mr. Seller, if you're watching, you talk to an agent, they say, oh, we're going to give you this free seller coverage. It's great. Now later on, you go under contract with a buyer and a buyer asks for a home warranty. No, that doesn't transfer over for free. That's a totally different package. You're paying for it.
But yes, the seller would pay for the buyer coverage.
But then there's more included.
Yes.
You transfer it over, but then it kind of converts to a buyer warranty. Right? And then more things are included. And then you were getting into it earlier. There's two types of buyer packages.
Two types. There's the core plan, which is $595, and then there's the executive plan, which is $895. The core plan doesn't cover as much as the executive plan, obviously.
Yeah.
And we do give a $100 referral fee to agents, which most agents just pass that on to the seller or to the buyer, whoever's.
Yeah, that's helpful. I mean, I certainly would. I mean, I'm not going to take the $100. I'm just here to help. All right, give me this sheet. I got to look at this sheet. There's a lot of information on here. So I'm seeing more optional items here, like septic
and swimming pool.
Swimming pool. Look at that.
Yeah.
Extra hot water heat. Oh, yeah, because some houses are dual.
Right.
So if it's a dual HVAC or something, there's an additional fee to have that covered. Okay.
Correct.
Oh, look at multi-unit pricing. So if you're an investor and you're buying a duplex, that would be good to have, right?
Right.
I've done that. I've had investment properties and I get the home warranty and then I just tell the tenant, call this number.
Right.
So that way we're not getting the calls at 2 in the morning. So if you're an investor and you don't want to get those calls for HVAC or something, then I would highly recommend get this and
Well,
duplex, triplex, and quadplex.
correct. And new construction.
Oh, new construction too. So yeah. Okay, that's
Now,
great.
my advice to investors, tell them to call that number. But most investors that are smart will tell their tenants, you pay the deductible and I will reimburse you. That way they're not calling
Oh,
for
yeah.
every little thing
Oh, for
that
sure.
could be fixed easily.
Yeah. Or it turns out didn't need to bring the tech out. You just needed to turn the switch on the HVAC.
Right.
You know, sometimes the switch, the fuse trips,
Yeah.
the circuit breaker trips, and then the furnace is off, and it's like, yeah, did you check that? And you don't want to, landlord doesn't want to pay for sending someone out just to turn the switch on. So yeah,
Right.
that's a good point. Okay, can you give a unique story on a situation where the home warranty really helped a buyer or a seller?
I have several.
I'm sure you do. How many
And
years
I've
have you been
just
doing this?
put on the spot. So now for some reason I can't think.
I
I
like
have,
putting people on the spot.
and I will say it's not black and white always.
No.
There's gray areas. Um, I have one particular that always comes up, and I won't mention the agent's name
No, we don't
because I
want to do
didn't
that.
get
Yeah.
her permission. But she will tell you it saved the deal. The house had been on the market for 6 months, and this has been years ago. 6 months, then that she renewed the warranty. It was back on the market, and the warranty was in place for another 6 months.
For the seller?
For the seller.
Okay, good.
Okay, we all cap at $1,500 for the seller. However, the situation where both of the units had a cracked heat exchanger, upstairs and downstairs. Well, we all know that's more than $1,500.
Oh, yeah.
And I got with my manager and I said, listen, this agent gives me all of her business and she still does. And I'm very thankful for that. And I said, I know it's working. This home was in my neighborhood and I know it was working. I know it was, in good condition and all that. We need to add money to this to get this covered. Because the
Wow.
seller had said, I'm not putting any more money in this house.
Yeah, sure.
And the buyer
Yeah.
was going to walk for sure.
Okay, so 2 cracked heat exchangers. Seller didn't want to spend any more money on their house because they just want to get this thing sold.
Right.
And so you were able to call upper management and say, help this seller out. This agent's been giving us a lot of business.
Right.
And so they were able to put in a little more money into this, the repair fee. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't want to
We
promise
actually
that.
replaced
Wow.
both units, but
Oh my
no,
gosh.
I'm not.
This is not a normal thing, but
But
it's
I'm just
kind of nice
saying,
to know that your company can work outside the box.
any realtor has ever used me in the past, they know I do what I can. I step up to the plate.
Yeah, you are an
I
advocate.
try to get things taken care of.
We got an advocate here. So if you're an agent watching, right, call Kendyl because Kendall's looking out for your client.
Because I take up for my homeowners.
Yeah,
as well.
right, yeah. And I would probably say if you're a homeowner, it's not a one and done deal when you get these. Like, let's say people always think like you got to get this when you buy the house. Do you have to purchase a home warranty like when you buy a house?
No.
So at any point, like maybe you closed on a home, no one talked to you about home warranty, or you just didn't want to work it into the deal because multiple offers, and I'm not going to ask for all that stuff.
Right.
You could close the house and then decide 6 months later, yeah, I think we want to get that home warranty now.
Yeah, it's just there's a 30-day hold if you don't get it going in.
Sure.
So if anybody out there, if your home warranty is coming up for renewal, there will be a 30-day hold. Just
if you don't renew it right away, or even if you renew
no,
it?
if it's coming up for renewal with another agent.
Oh,
another
okay.
home warranty company.
I see.
So,
Okay.
there is a 30-day hold.
But let's say an owner just never had a home warranty on their home and they're like, they've owned it for
Yeah.
5 years and they're like, shoot, I never heard about a home warranty. And this sounds really fantastic.
Still a 30-day hold if it's not going through a real estate transaction.
Okay, so that 30-day hold means you purchase it in the first 30 days, you can't make a claim.
Correct.
Right. Okay,
Just,
then.
just to keep everybody honest.
Now that's pretty,
Yeah.
we see this historically with most home warranty companies anyways, right?
Well, and I mean, even me as an employee, when I switched over, 30-day hold.
Yeah, she got stuck with that too.
Yeah.
All right, Kendall, anything you want to give as words of advice to homeowners, buyers, or even an agent regarding home warranty, why a home warranty, timing, all that good stuff?
Just don't oversell the home warranty. Don't make it sound like any home warranty out there is an end all fix all, because it's not. We're there to help homeowners with unexpected bills due to normal wear and tear.
Mhm.
That's the key, normal wear and tear.
So it's really about kind of like softening the blow on expenses so it's less than what you would
Less
normally
than,
have to
yes,
be paying, right? For a very nominal fee.
yes.
For now, and can you reduce the fee if you buy a 2-3 year package?
I think it just doubles. Like if it's a 2-year
Okay,
plan, it's funny because Tim had just asked me that. If it's a 2-year plan, it just doubles the
okay. And then
cost.
you're done with that cost for a while and you don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for watching, whether you are a buyer, a seller, or an agent. I hope you found this informative, but you probably have some questions in your mind that maybe we didn't address. So can you just put those questions in my YouTube channel there with this video? And I will let Kendall know. We're going to be sharing this video. She'll get back to you with questions. And of course, if they're for me, I'll get back to you right away. And if there's anything additional that you would like to hear about, post it again on my YouTube channel with this video and we'll powwow and make another video to cover those topics or just answer them right there, because we would love your feedback on the shows that I'm posting on my YouTube channel. So Kendall, again, give your contact information in case someone jumped into the middle of this video and they need to know how to get in touch with you.
Kendyl Urgo, 864-640-5841. And my email is kendylu@homewarrantyinc.com.
Awesome. Thank you, Kendall, for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, if you need to get in touch with me, Christine Thompson, you can call or text me directly on my cell number, 630-853-2370. I'll probably be having posted on here a QR code. You can find me on my website. Easy enough, just find me there. You can get in touch with me through that or call or text me. Thank you so much for joining us. Watch for more videos, information videos, all things real estate related to you as a buyer or a seller or as an agent. If you want to get more education and knowledge to feel that you are in control of your journey. You have a great day.
Have a great day.
Follow us for more updates.